G'day guys, we're going to go into a new series called the Wacky Investment Ideas and stuff like that. Obviously, any of these investment ideas are not recommendations in the slightest. Don't try these investment ideas, especially if you have no idea what you're doing. It's just kind of some niche investment ideas that I've seen, and to just take a deep dive and an analysis on what they are, what they do, what the big risks are, what the big benefits are. Some of them do have some good results, but at the same time, they have some big pitfalls and big risks, and that's probably the main reason why they're niche assets and wacky investment ideas in the first place. Don't do this at all. I do not recommend to do this. I do not know your personal circumstances. This is just a pure analysis, and this will probably be at the beginning of every single video that I do on these sort of ideas. Enjoy the show, and enjoy the deep dive into some crazy investment ideas that, well, you love it, okay? And this video is purely parody only, okay? Don't try any of these investing ideas. Especially this one, okay? This episode is extra wacky. Probably just gonna get like 10 out of 5 on the wackiness because of how crazy this idea is. So yeah, don't take it seriously. Enjoy the show. Okay guys, welcome back for another wacky adventure in the crazy investment ideas that are just very crazy, very wacky. And I hope you guys enjoyed the last episode about the Legos, because this one is gonna get even crazier. So did a little digging on Twitter, okay? Yes, Twitter, where you research everything, basically. And I came across these wacky investment ideas that I gotta say a lot of people tend to be doing these days, okay? In fact, they've made it onto famous shows such as CoffeeZilla and various other YouTube artists. Of ways how to make money poorly. Yeah, just don't do it, okay? Just don't do it at all, but it's an interesting way and a wacky way to make money. And that is to fake being an alpha male, okay? Literally, just fake an alpha male podcast, and that's literally a wacky investment idea. Obviously, I guess right now I don't endorse it, but it seems like everyone wants to have this alpha male role model to, give them guidance in life. Now, you'd think I'm kidding, okay? I'm kidding about this, that, people actually do this, okay? This is an alpha male podcast, okay, where these guys are alpha males and stuff like that. You can see him on there as well, wearing the shirt, showing off a bit of midriff, looks pretty rich.
If they want to be nice.
And
if they want to be nice.
Listen to this.
She said it with a voice where it was sort of an attitude. Mm-hmm. And then I said, okay, well, if I tip, do I get a blowjob?
You said that?
And for how long? Long story short, she actually called the cops. As they arrested me, they pushed me away. I remember thinking that I would have actually tipped her if she wasn't such a bitch. And that's actually Alpha King rule number 14. You can attract way more bees with honey than a beehive.
Okay, so just gonna put you that way as well, okay? How is anyone buying this, okay? But people actually do buy and support this sort of stuff to make them feel better than the others, okay? It's actually taking advantage of people's competitive edge. And, with people who are more impressionable, generally the younger teenagers and stuff like that, this stuff sells very well. With me, I'm just like, you're a fucking idiot, okay? But it sells quite well with some people, and it's just a bit crazy, I'm gonna say. Now you may be thinking, like, how do I start my own alpha male podcast? And it's actually quite easier than you think, okay? Remember the guy ages ago who that was promoting that, if he and you worked up, that he would take your girlfriend? I'll give you guys a quick little reminder of that. You may recognize him, okay? And you can see how easy it is to be a fake alpha male, basically, okay? And people actually pay you money sometimes. I don't know why. Like, I struggle to believe why. Into taking advice from you to become this alpha male, which boggles beyond belief, okay? Boggles beyond belief. And I'll give you a quick picture here. Well, I would be able to find the thing if he didn't delete the video, okay? So basically the video is of this guy who says to TikTok, if I rocked up in my car, so it's got a clear Lamborghini in the background, and you rocked up in your car, your girlfriend would go, home with me and stuff like that. And it's just like all these wackiness ideas or anything like that where they portray themselves to be big ballers, like they come out of private jets, pretend that, come out of private jet. They pretend they own a big mansion when they're just renting it, and, standing in front of Lamborghinis and stuff like that. So that's like, a typical alpha male podcast where, they see the cars, they advertise, oh man, would your teacher have huge cars? I mean, for example, Hustlers University is one of them as well. And people go in, they pay their, $5, $10, $15 or whatever, how much they pay for a course. And they literally get taught things that they can literally Google online for free. But since it's this alpha male giving it, they'll give a bit of extra money here and there as well, which is kind of crazy as an investment, okay? And I'm gonna say right now, I just can't believe it even works, to be honest. I'm actually surprised that a lot of people get duped into this, but then again, a lot of people don't know what to do with their lives, so they listen to someone else to guide them in life, basically. And you know what half these alpha male podcasts do? They guide you in a way that you are always 100% dependent on them, which is not very alpha male, isn't it? Okay, remember alpha king rule number 365? Thou shalt not depend on another person. Silly people. Now, the reason why I'm saying that, like, you know, it's a wacky investment is because for some people it actually works, like just scamming other people or providing some free information behind a paywall or a newsletter. A lot of these people, you may notice, it also occurs in the investing industry as well. Like, they show off all their wins and stuff like that, and they show off, you know, their book, and they promote the newsletter and stuff like that. And that's what they're all trying to promote, okay? They're not trying to promote their way of life or investing. They're always trying to promote your newsletter or a book because they're trying to sell you something. And this is what the Alpha Male podcast does, is really well at investing. You don't actually have to be the person that you're portraying to be, but as long as you can use it as a marketing tool to sell your investment, stuff like that, and all the better. Now, someone's going to say in YouTube comments and be like, hey, Josh, you are endorsing scamming people. No, this is just a wacky investment idea that I highly recommend you not to do, because the fact that you sell your soul in the process, because, yes, as you say, you are correct. You are scamming people. You're building a fake persona that people believe to be you. Okay, like the alpha male, stuff like that. And some people just suck it up because sometimes people believe fiction more than reality. And that's why it's a wacky investment idea, because somehow it works. Now, there's a reason why this episode is such a parody, is that because I've been making fun of these alpha male podcasts all along with Alpha King rule number 5092, you know, thou art show earn 10 Lamborghinis and stuff like that. But let's just give it back, okay? Let's just dial back a notch, okay? Okay, let's go with the riskiness. The riskiness of this investment is like 10 out of 5, because if you're showing to be a fraud, or, you know, you miss in general, then no one watches your stuff to begin with, you make nothing and you look like a dim sim, okay? Especially when people find your stuff and you're just like cringing, going, oh my god, I can't believe I said this. Wackiness, 100 out of 5, okay? Literally, absolutely, stupidly wacky. Because someone portraying to be an alpha male when they have this role model where they have, like, you know, some of them don't even have big muscles either, and they're not gym junkies. And they just ride around, you know, bling, 20 million gold chains and Lambos and, you know, a shirt. You know, the perception of a rich person to a lot of these get rich quick and alpha male people is very, very skewed, given the fact if you've met a rich person, you'd be like, oh, fuck, like, you know, they're super cash. I can tell you right now, it's financial advice. All the people I've advised who have been super rich are very casual. Like, there's no bling, necklaces, cars, or anything like that. They're just normal human beings. But last but not least, obviously the profitability of it. Fucking, I can say it right now, 1 out of 5. You gotta have to hit a lucky star for people to even watch you, to be honest. And most likely, it's going to be people who are just impressionable or people who just meme you at this stage, okay? That's all I'm gonna say. That's pretty much my take on it. But anyways, guys, hope you guys have a good one. Obviously, as I said in my disclaimer, don't do these alpha male podcasts. I just thought it was a bit of a joke to see how, like, they're actually somewhat successful. They are actually somewhat successful. But just to take a bit of fun out of it, okay? Don't do it seriously. But if you do it seriously and make a bit of returns, even if you're parodying or having a bit of fun, just tell me, okay? Because, seriously, I've seen too many people who have been, like, it's obvious that they're, like, renting all this stuff, and people have been just buying a hook, line, and sinker that they're actually an alpha male. I'm just going to tell you guys about what actual alpha male is, okay? Actual alpha male tip number 1, okay? You go your own path in life, and you don't listen to anyone, and you don't give a fuck to what anyone else thinks, as long as, you know, it's in your head and in your heart on what you want to do, and it's there to better the world, okay? Good one, okay? Now sign up to my newsletter and sign up to my book, okay? Buy it now. Below link, okay? Just kidding, of course. Have a great day, guys. Like, comment, subscribe.